and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 for a Gone in 48 Minutes. The aim of the game is simple. I have got to try and steal 100,000... what is going on here? If you get the LMP car off the barge and get it into the zone, you win immediately. Well... Side quest occurring. Can I find a cargo bob? Maybe. We'll worry about that later. I got distracted. My goal is to try and steal $100,000 worth of cars that are dotted around the city, but I've got to do it within 1 day of GTA 5 time. What I will get is a 2-minute head start when we leave here. We will appear... I'm going to have a look. Oh, there's a pink LMP. I wonder if I could find a cargo bob to do that. Anyway, so, dotted around the city, a bunch of cars. Some are guarded, some are not. The guarded cars and the further away cars are worth more money. The unguarded cars are worth less. We've tweaked the economy of this one a little bit to force me to take more guarded cars, essentially. There will, hopefully, there will be a map that you can have a look at that I can currently see with the locations of the various vehicles on. Now, they have seen the car I've started in, and I'm probably not going to stay in this one, because I don't need them, you know, actively searching. Also, it's not very fast, so, you know, it's just not really that good. But I've got, 2-minute head start, so we can spend a little bit of time driving. Well, it's fine. I got away with it. Where are we? I'm looking at... There is a red car down by the pier. That is what I'm looking at going for first. It is only for 10,000. Well, to be fair, I should probably have mathed this out and figured out a good way to go. Wait, that was one. Okay, right. So I've spotted one of the 10,000 cars that's actually there, which is good. Wasn't even intending on looking for that one. But yeah, that's there, so that is something. Oh, there's a lot of penumbras going on, which I think is what we're going to end up driving, but I'm fine with that. I don't mind the penumbra. There's a 5,000. Sorry, 5,000. Yeah, sorry, it's 5,000. The $5,000 car down here that we could acquire relatively quick. I'm honest. Actually, you know what? Right, we're going to have the time to do this. If I head down here, head along, so I could go get the 5,000, but I don't really care too much about that one. What I'm thinking is, rather than, let's just get 10,000 in the bank straight from the off, we can ditch this thing. Is it under the pier or on the pier is going to be the question. Let's have a look, see, because they're not going to be able to get here before I am. Like, I am already here. I cannot see it under the pier. In fact, actually, it's a little bit... fair play to this thing. This thing is a bit of a beast. It's just climbed its way back up, no problem at all. And it did not care. Okay, I was unfamiliar with your abilities. That is the car that we are going for, which I am all okay with. Right. I shall acquire you. Thank you very much. Okay. What way do I want to go to get out of it? Can I get out of here in any subtle way? Because what I'm going to find myself doing is I've got to be quick here, right? This is more challenging for me this time around. I don't really have a lot of time to waste. The problem I'm going to find, right, is I think I'm going to end up running in the direction a lot of them are going to be sort of leaving the city. They're leaving... Whoa, okay. Brakes, not quite what I thought they were. I've overshot my quarter anyway, ever so slightly. Okay, now there was a yellow... That's the yellow car. Right, that's where that is. That's only worth... It's only worth 5,000 on there. That's not a particularly good car to be going for. Now, if I, rather than going the way I went, I'm going to loop my way... Oh... I don't think they saw me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they saw me. I was very fortunate that that they didn't see me. But I don't think they did. So we can blast back it, but this is an easy one, right? This is a relatively straightforward, easy 10,000. There is a blue car that's also a relatively straightforward, easy 10,000. We've seen where one of the yellow 5,000 cars are, but that we need a lot more money. We need some big money. Now, if you are seeing the map, you might notice there is a blue 15,000 car that is relatively close compared to the others, but that is because that is guarded. So there's a $15,000 car not too far away, but it will have a guard, so a lot more risk in taking it. We will blast back here. It's been just quite a nice chill drive for me here with the Coquette. We have, quickly grabbed it, and we can race our way back here to our drop-off location, which we have ever so slightly overshot now. For some reason, we don't really know why, the car park's full. There's a car meet going on. We've obviously not chosen the best location. However, that is deposited. One car down. 90,000 to go. Right, we're gonna need to go for one of the 25,000. I mean, there's no doubt. We need to go for one of the 25,000s. There's a yellow one. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's get the Beamer estate here. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to be looking for, but if we get the yellow 25, that'll give me a good chunk. Now there is a 30,000 car. That is far away from the city. That is an awkward one to get to. But you know, it's a lot of the target money, if you will. Now there are hunters, as you saw, just roaming around. There are hunters roaming the streets. Now, there are less hunters roaming the streets than in, let's say, a Survive the Hunt. So I am likely to be a little bit more blasé, certainly early on with my driving. And I don't have the time. We do not have enough time to be crazy patient at getting to some of these vehicles. We need to go to Mirror Park, I'm going to guess. So, yeah, let's go this way. Ooh. As long as I don't crash the car, I say we're probably okay. We'll let that one go. And as I steal some of the guarded cars, the number of hunters that are free roaming will go up. So if I kill a hunter, they are eliminated. However, if I kill, for example, a guard, they are allowed to respawn and become a normal hunter. So just taking out a guard does not... what's the word for it? Does not. I think there's a car over here somewhere. Does not exclude them from the rest of the hunt, if you will. Okay, so there is Crane is having problems. Bloody reading that message and I crashed. I'm gonna blame Gliska. The 15. All right, so the 15,000, the blue car is somewhere around here, maybe? Might be in there, would be my guess. So there is a guard somewhere, which I think they're probably in the petrol station. So I'm guessing the car is somewhere in that lumber yard. And that's fine. It's not what we were wanting anyway. Now we are getting closer. So well, we've gone back into... slightly more stealthy driving mode because we suspect... Well, I say we suspect there will be a guard somewhere around. So there's a yellow car. We'll take a left. And it is down here somewhere is a yellow car. Now, I suspect it could be behind there. It could be in that car park. Somewhere in this corner. Yeah, I mean, there's a guard. There will be a guard somewhere in this area. Watching. Actually, no. Sorry, I take that back. It is not there. I misread the map ever so slightly. It is more in this area, these houses. It's more in this point. There it is. Okay. Now, where on earth would a guard be? There was a car in the driveway next to it. Hey, don't mind me. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't actually draw my gun. Right. There is a guard over here. Where has the guard gone? Okay. I thought they might be in the car. That's fine. Downside is, of course, they have had time to react to me. Pantera, let's go. Well, hold on a second. I'm not sure that's allowed. I'm not sure you're quite allowed to respawn like that and immediately start shooting, but, you know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Right, let's go, Pantera. They were allowed to rejoin the chase, but that's, either way, I don't think it's going to make a crazy difference. Let's try, though. It's not very nice to drive, I'll give it that. It's got a bit weird on the old handling department, as you might imagine it would, minus a front tyre. It's still Pantera, it's still pretty quick. I'm also, I don't know how I'm going to title this video. I'm not going to try and figure out what the theme is that we've gone for here. Congrats to those that do figure it out based on. We have got a theme with the cars we are trying to steal here. And if you do figure it out, congrats. Do let me know when you figured it out from the cars that we have been stealing and everything. Longbow has worked hard on the sort of spawn set and everything. Very big thank you to Longbow. We'll do that now at this point in the video, because I might forget at the end. And yeah, Longbow has worked hard on this, as has everyone placing all the cars and all of that stuff. This is one of those videos where I could just I kind of can't be a part of the setup for. Right, this is good though. We're 35,000. If we get this back, which I don't think they're going to be able to stop me now, even minus the front tyre, not enough to stop the Pantera, and that is really the only damage done to this one. Right, we will park that in there. Okay, 35 down. So if we get another, if we get a 25. If we get a 25, that will put me to 60, and then we can get the 30, and then we can get the 10, is my thinking. Now, is that perfect? But it works out nicely, but it does give me some real dangers. The 30,000 one is the one I'm worried about. Not only is it, of course, a long way away, time. We've made good time. Like I'm happy with the progress we've made at the start here. The timing is good. Do we go for the 30,000 next? Because we could jump on the motorway. Like I'm just trying to think, how can we get there as quick as possible? We jump on the motorway. Hop our way. Yeah, I mean, whichever way you go, it's going to take a little while to get there. It's right up in the hills. I mean, I'm trying to go on the. I'm trying to work on the basis of where are they likely to think that I'm going to go? Where are they expecting? Are they expecting me to go for the 30,000 one next? I doubt it. Which can give me an element of surprise, although as you saw there, a guarded car. Yeah, I don't know where the guards might be in any of these. Where this 30,000 one is going to be an awkward one to get, because there's not really any way. There's one way in, one way out kind of a deal up there. Let's get on the motorway, try and make some distance over here. Yeah. uh, I think it's the way to. I've got to be a little bit careful because like I'm in a rush, trying to make sure that we can cover ground, and I've got to make up this time. But I also cannot afford to get spotted going around here. It is very, very. I just realised also if I go for the 30,000 one, it'll give away the theme, but never mind. Well done if you figured it out before I get this one. But yeah. I think it's my best play. We want to get this 30,000 one at some point. Now is a good time because nobody's expecting it, or less likely to expect it. I think they will be expecting me to go for the mop up some freebies. They're not completely free because the hunters know where they're located, and that means they will be. What's the word for it? Checking to see if anyone, if the cars are still there, essentially. So there's not a complete freebie. You can still get in trouble because they are going to be, the area you are more likely to find a hunter, essentially. But yeah, this will have to do. Right, let's drive up to the hills. Where would... So, this is in the little sort of closed off... I think we had in the recent Survive the Hunt, I think I had a target car up here. But it's like the little closed off area where there's only really one way in and one way out. Now, where would you be? You see, okay, so part of me is tempted. There's an alternative strategy here that doesn't involve me driving through the front gates, which I am very tempted to do. Involves a little swim, basically. Now, would you, as a hunter, as a guard, would you be expecting this plan? I don't know, maybe. Can I... I feel like they're going to have been prepared for me going through the front door, but if you're going to surprise the target, this is a way to do it. Admittedly, I guess I could have driven around. There's not necessarily a need for a swim. Might be slightly quicker to go this way around, though. The car is slightly more inland. Actually, no, the car is quite at the end. I'm just looking, as I'm looking at the map, the road that's slightly outside of the circle is this lower part, which is fine. We can go... Ooh, we can do that just in case, because I didn't start with full armour, which I should have done. Right. Now, I could sit around with a sniper and try and scope. Problem is, right, if I kill the guard from a mile away with a sniper, there's actually a problem for me, because the guard's alerted I'm there, and suddenly people can get there while I've still got to run and grab the car. This way is at least a touch more difficult to figure out now. Whereabouts? Here we go. There is the target car. Damn it. Amy did just look, pretty sure that's Amy or maybe Rhett. Did just happen to look the right way. So that's disappointing. I think I might have surprised the crap out of someone there. They would not be expecting that. Right, let's go. There's unfortunately no absolutely massive jumps for me to be taking with this to be on brand, but still, can I take an alternate route? Where will that take me? I'm going to take an unconventional. I've got an unconventional plan here, but if I go down that road to the side of me there, we are going to get swamped. Is there a way down here? Oh, I was actually hoping I could drive down that part. Because this is kind of a little bit out of the area. Well, but we can go down here. And we will emerge by... Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can hopefully emerge by the amphitheatre. Perfect. I don't know why I'm bothering the lights. Oh, Amy did follow me. Okay, I thought we were further away. Oh. Right. Well, there was a blacked out car there that was a concern. Got a nudge from something. Let's go. There's a McLaren. Oh. Jeez. The Impala wanted us dead at that point. Christ. Okay, let's go. What route do I want back? We've got to try and get back towards the docks with this thing. Don't lose the back end like a muppet. Let's go. We've got a... I'm not sure what we've got following us. I think it is... Is it a ruiner of some sort? It's a relatively recently added car to the server, and I can't remember the name of it, that is following us and is pretty rapid as well. Whoa. That bump was a bit nasty. Can we cause some grief for the car following? Well, okay, no, in fact, if anything, more grief was caused by the approaching ally car than by me. Thank you for the assistance in accelerating out of all of that. I want to turn down this way. I'm trying to cause, again, it's all about trying to cause problems. That is a really big cluster of cars behind me that will hopefully stumble over each other more than they are stumbling over me. That's the goal here, at least, to get them having issues. The Kanjo missed. We were just quick enough that it could not get across to catch us. That was close. That was very close indeed. Right, we've got mainly one car still on us. Oh, we clipped whatever that was. Not ideal, because I think one of the BMWs is closing on us. We will run back down on the footpath, try and use a little bit of curb boost maybe on that section. Just anything to get us some speed. Try and use the camera to check if there's anything over the crest, which there was not. Mind the Sayat, that's little. Thankfully, the BMW didn't really have anywhere to go. It nudged us, but it only really just accelerated us forwards in all of this. I don't think... Oh! I don't know where the limit is. I think they've just... Yeah. There is like a cut-off point. Maybe they're using the train line as the cut-off point. Okay. We have got the Mustang. We have got the Mustang, which is a very helpful thing indeed. So, that is a $30,000 car has arrived in it's a little bit beat up, but I feel like that's law accurate. Okay, so we have 35, we have 65,000 in the garage. Now, what do we go and take? Is there anything? Take one of those. There is a car park over there. Do you have anything good for me? You have a blue penumbra. A blue penumbra will do for me. Right. So, we could try and get another... The guarded cars are a really... We've got time. Like, we have time at the moment. Do I go grab... I mean, if I go grab the blue $10,000 car, it gives me options as to how to approach this. Because time-wise, we're looking pretty good. Oh, hello, police. I don't think we had the police working properly yet. Don't mind me with the stolen penumbra. So, we know that the 10,000... We drove past the $10,000 car, didn't we? It's by the petrol station, pretty much. I think it's going to have to be the 10,000 one and then 125, because the other ones are a bit of a faff, essentially, to get. Which way did I want to go? Up here is where I wanted to go, wasn't it? Yeah. Because if I was trying to make up 25,000 a different way, we could do it with all the 5,000s. You know, you have to get the 15, and then I guess you could do it. Like, just thinking about it. Actually, maybe it's not as bad as you think, trying to do that one. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm an idiot. The one I was looking at wasn't the 10,000 one. I wasn't where I thought I was. It's one of the 5,000 ones. Right, okay, so it's going to be... yeah, what was it? Why was I thinking that was there? I was completely misreading where I was. I am an idiot, basically. You lot knew that, though. It's not a surprise to anybody, really. So, yeah, no, I'm an absolute tool. That's a much... It makes sense. That's a much cheaper one, because it is quite close. Right, so we're going to have to... I mean, hopefully we can find... Because the thing is, I just have a map with a rough location. And so far, I've done a fairly good guesswork of figuring out this is where... XYZ is. This next one that I'm going to looks a bit nastier to find the location of. Can't see anyone around, so I'm just going to proceed. Right, so it's kind of by the pedestrianised bit. Kind of one road across, but there's a lot of stuff near there, basically. I am being, again, quite blasé about my following the rules, and this does run the risk of getting me in trouble. Like, this really could screw me if I'm not careful. But I'm kind of still, it's working on the assumption the chances of me running into a hunter at this point, a free roaming hunter, are slim. So, yeah, we will carry on. Could this one be in the movie studio? You know, it might be. Makes sense, again. Would be fitting. I'm not sure what... I don't know what I'm trying to steal from here. Yeah, it could. I think it is in the movie studio, if I'm honest. Right. Open. Where the hell is it, though? Because it's up this end somewhere, I think. Yeah, maybe. And I'm going to check the car park. That is not it. I mean, I like that, but... that's it. Over there. Okay, it is a little bit further in than I expected, but that's fine. It is unguarded, so we can do this without fear, pretty much. Right. Cobra, God, there's no traction whatsoever. Let's go. No reason to be stealthy with this car. Absolutely none. It does not blend in the slightest. So we may as well absolutely hammer it and just, yeah, go for brute force, brute power. Will we be spotted by anybody? I don't know. I'm going to go with yes, probably. Yeah. The Civic was there. However, the Civic might have been there, but it's going to have to try and turn around and come after. I'm not sure what the quickest way is to the docks from this angle. Turn that off. Yeah, I think we head along here, and yeah, we can get to the docks this way. They will be potentially setting up. Maybe you try and set up a roadblock if you could in the right general direction, although I could be very sneaky. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? If I think they might be setting up a roadblock. Oh. I mean, this was going to be the plan, but, well, we'll just punch forward then. Go, Mamba, go, 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 go. You'll be faster than these two. These two aren't going to have an answer for the Mamba. Sadly, there was only two of them that were around close enough to do anything about the Mamba. I was going to jump across the train line, because if they're setting a roadblock up, you'd set it up down here. But you are not going to be able to catch it. I'm going to have a little lift there, because last time that's what almost killed me. However, couldn't stop it. Ugh. Yeah, they did well. They did well. I think it was Gliska that did get in just in the right place at the right time to try and prevent me from being sneaky. But there's only two of them. They just couldn't get enough cars there in time. Whoop. Right. We can drop this one off. Now, do we go overkill? Do we? Because look, if I have done my calculations correctly, we have got 10, 20, what have we got? 30, 50, 75. So we are at the 75. Now we can get to 25,000 and we win. Do I be an arsehole and just try and score as much as I can? I mean, it's tempting, isn't it? We've got a primo of some description. Like, it is tempting. Because, for example, we can definitely nick a couple of $5,000 ones just as an added bonus. We have time, although, do I risk it? There is an inherent risk if I go for the 5,000 ones and I get killed for showboating. And you lot will not let me live that one down. Neither would the filming crew. So, I guess there is no rule about me getting, because they don't. I mean, they will probably be figuring out the maths, although they might not know everything I've stolen. Although by now I would imagine somebody has checked it. They will probably have figured out what I am needing to be doing here, which might make the 25,000 ones a lot tougher to steal, because they know that's all that separates me from victory. And what I've done, right, I've done a stupid thing here. I've just realised my error is that the two cars I have left that will give me a victory here are right next to each other. They're right next to each other. What I should have done is gone for one of them first, so they wouldn't know what side of the map I was going for this. Because, yeah, I think this will... There is a hunter there. I'm going to work on the assumption they're not looking back. Unlikely to see me running red lights. Unlikely, unless they're behind me, you're unlikely to notice that being very illegal. But I am just going to have to coast it a bit for now. So where are these two 25,000 ones? Because one is by the... Is it the university car park? Is that where I'm thinking that is? Looks like it could be. The other is... It's next to the golf course. It's kind of like round the back of the golf course. Is it in the golf course? No, would they have put it there? No, impossible. I'm not liking the golf course one, just by virtue of I think that's going to be horrible. If that's where I think it is. I mean, I guess what we can... Right, here's what we can do. They're not going to know that it's me in this car. A lot of traffic is going to pass around the back of the golf course, so I don't think there's really any issue. If we drive around the back of the golf course and have a look, see where the grey car is, because if it is on the outside of the golf course, then it's not the worst thing in the world to steal. We're just going to gather information. I have enough time to do this. I think I am just going to have to be really mindful, though, of my driving here. I can't get away with the same lax as I have done, because it is way more likely we're going to get spotted. There is a Hummer there, which is unusual. Pretty sure I just saw the Fast and Furious crew going around the corner up there. Yeah, okay, the Hummer's just spawning in traffic now, as is a McLaren F1, which honestly feels like it'd be more valuable than half of the crap that we have been stealing so far. There is definitely a Hunter, just drove past. So, it's somewhere along here. And the fact that I don't see it makes me think it must be in the golf course. So I can't see it on this road, which means the only place it could be, I guess it could be down there. Technically, just looking at the circle does include that bit. I guess we can go this way on the lights. Yeah, I mean, it could be down here. I doubt it, though. I really doubt it. Yeah, I guess it could technically be in one of these houses. It feels like a real unlikely scenario, though, where it's in one of them. There is a floating McLaren. I mean, cool, but not the most helpful. So, the pink car, I feel, is my better option here. And we are a little bit committed now to this. If we were trying to make it up with the 15 and 2 5s, we could probably do it. We'd have to, well, because the problem is if we get made now, and I don't go and grab that car, we are going to be in a real difficult spot, because we'd have to complete a chase and then not have much time. I am being a lot more wary with my driving here, because we've seen cars about, and I think it's a lot more likely there will be cars about this area. What is that Nexus doing? Okay, it's just having a bad time making a turn, as you do. So, follow this along. Not the right that Nexus went down, but the next one along. We take that, and then we're looking for a pink car. I don't know what the pink car would be. It's a long way. It's a long way away, which probably suggests it's a quick car, or a quicker car, at least. So yeah, we know there's nothing here at the Richmond Hotel. If we take a right here, I am fully expecting there to be Hunter cars around this area. Yeah, and I mean, trying to spot a guard isn't exactly going to be easy. I mean, there is technically not a rule against guards driving, like, circling an area. It's unlikely they would do that, owing to the difficulty in how dangerous it would be. Ah, okay. Right, I see what's going on. Also, very stupidly, you know how difficult it was not to beep in return at that car, just as a friendly hello? It's so tempting. Sounds dumb, but it is so tempting to do a friendly beep, because we're so used to, you know, just messing around and you beep at your friends and whatnot in GTA. Yeah, like there was almost a instinctive, reactive, friendly beep that went on there. Right. Time-wise. We've got time. We have got the time here. So, we're going to park up behind here. Now, that is not a hunter car. So, we know... We know the vehicle is there. Now, if I were a guard, where would I put myself? Honestly, they could well climb up on the roofs here. I'm gonna say this is a somewhat... Would you... Oh, I forgot. I can't really use my sniper rifle easily. Would you stand in there? Would you sit in one of these? No, probably not. On standby. I mean, they could be in one of these cars out there. Don't think that's one of... I don't think any of those. Though they could... Like, they could be. Like, genuinely, anything here could be them. Because they have changed player model. You wouldn't know. I'm hoping... that I can just blend in. Like, there are people walking around. So I'm hoping I can just blend in with the pedestrians and we can just kind of match their... There goes two of them. My slight problem, I've heard doors opening and closing. My slight problem is there's a couple of stoppy-starty bits I've done to try and get in sync. Go, 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 go. Diablo. Let's hit it. Oh! I mean, okay. You're just raining police cars down on me. I'm not really sure on that one. I'm also not sure it's really that effective. Because we have just bounced clear. And let's go, Diablo. We will try and lose what is around us. If we can. Maybe don't go that way just yet. Let's try and take some slightly faster flowing routes through here. Ferrari's cool. Snap a little bit sideways. I mean, Diablo's got some speed about it. Of course it will. We will head along. If I can shake the pursuers, it just makes my life easier. This is a slightly less direct route. That's fine. We've punched that clear. Whoa, Honda. The Honda is back. Right, oncoming traffic. Let's go. We can do this. Dodge through that. That's fine. Ooh, hello. We can dodge out of the way of that one. And, I mean, we are mostly clear. There might be some stuff. They may well set up roadblocks. That's the thing I have got to be aware of. I can't do much about it. They know what direction I'm approaching from, which is why I'm contemplating not, basically. Where can I turn? Because I reckon they are expecting me down there. So if I bail this side for a second, they will have a tougher time setting up roadblocks. They haven't. They've lost track of me, I think. Not completely sure, but it's the I don't want to run into a roadblock with a bunch of guns and a load of people able to remove my tyres from existence. That would be a bad time for me. So by taking a slightly different alternative route, oh, there they go. They've just shot past that way. We have got 5 minutes remaining. I'm going to run down here. We're going to go through here. And it is sneaky, it is stealthy. But they were not in the right place at the right time. They were not able to keep track of this. Oh! Like, They were making a roadblock. I knew they were. I knew they were. I knew it was a real hazard because it's so far away that for me to get there, they were going to have time for some cars in parts of the map. Like, to be fair, I did actually take a huge risk because if they had been on the railway bridge, I'm dead. They could literally block that in its entirety and it would be impossible for me to get through, or very difficult for me to get through. So, like, it was a gamble. My gamble was that they weren't going to think of me using that part. We've got 3 minutes. Have I got time? I mean, we're going to go for one more. We have one. We have got, if my maths is correct, which I believe it is, we have got the 100,000 that is required. And we could end it, but I'm not going to. Not yet. We're going to grab the little Pico, and we are going to try. Which one do I go for? There's one in the oil fields that's close, or we could go for the one that we know where it is, the Superbird. What one do we want? I don't know. It's tempting. Both are tempting. Probably better the one that we know. That's probably going to be a better time for me. I'm also not sure that this Pico is a great shout here. I feel like the Pico is a bit too obvious. It's got me going, but I think this might be too distinctive. So I'm going to nick a Stratum Saloon. Sorry, mate. You can have the Pico. The Pico's cool. Right. Let's go for the glory one. So we've got 2 minutes to go. So if I'm in the car at the time I get it, I'm allowed to complete the run. I either steal it or I die. Technically, whichever way it goes here, I have won. Because I have got the thing. But we want the glory. We want the glory. Oh! Hello. And I can't really be too cautious. I can't be too cautious, don't I? I can't get stopped at every single light. Otherwise, I will be stuffed. So, yeah, we've got to get a little bit of a move on. Just for my peace of mind, really. I want to get a little bit of a move on down here. We are close to the car. That is, I'm pretty sure, Amy is just sat over there in the red Beamer. It looked very much like their player model in that one. I mean, I'm just going to go nick the Superbird because I don't think the Beamer's going to get... It might not be. It might just happen to be a funky coincidence. No, it was. Oh! Karumba move. We have punted it out of the way. Yeah, I mean, could have tried. If it had been a better line of sight, might have tried to kill Amy in that one. I mean, it's like I say, it was semi-guarded that, but it's also with the Beamer that I don't think it's got much in the way of pace to I don't know, it's shifting to try and catch up with me. Careful. That's fine. We are through the corner. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to get to the right place in time. There's a Pico just flying. Oh. That's fine. We have largely... Why is this flopping around like a fish? Never mind the Superbird, it's the flying fish, this one. Whoa, please be destructible. Oh, it was. That was a big hit. From a Beamer. Oh, more bullets. More bullets are going. Bullets have pinged everywhere. But I think... Oh, we have made it. It's a bit damaged. Okay, this has a weird hitbox around it. Then a really weird hitbox around it, but we got away with it. There were a lot of cars in a very small amount of time. Technically didn't need it, but for the whoop, just because I could, we got an extra $5,000. This is when it turns out I'm like 5,000 short, and I should have gone for something else. However, there we go. we have, I guess Crane was defending the Viper. We have our cars. I think we technically went slightly over our goal, but it was close. It was close in some of them. We got the Corvette away lovely, and no one saw. That one was kind of fairly sneaky. Didn't quite go to plan, though. That worked very well. Gutted I didn't actually kill Amy with the shooting. I suspect scared the crap out of them. The Mamba worked perfectly until the end. The Diablo was a little bit janky, but we got there. Honestly, the toughest one was the Superbird, I think. I might be misremembering, though, because in this, once it's happened 5 minutes ago, it is gone from the memory, because you got a lot to deal with. But there we go, we have done it. We have completed the challenge. Well done to those who guessed the theme before we got to the Ellie Mustang. Of course, it is from the Gone in 60-second films. That is, well, the inspiration for this challenge. But there you have it. That is going to be it. As ever, very big thank you to Longbow for coming up with the car list and traffic and all of that sort of thing for this one. And for everybody who... And Longbow made the map as well. For everybody who has been taking part in this. It's a bit of a faff to set up, so it is always much appreciated from the for the filming crew who make this happen. We have done it. And that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time... goodbye.